doors is still fucking. Luke, get in here. What the fuck? Are you
now
hearing
I
me
can
or
hear
no?
you. Now I can hear what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
What the fuck just happened? Oh. Yeah, no, I was in the like side yard.
Out in the yard, making it hard to. Oh, and he just gone. I was in the side yard, and then and he just gone. I was in the side yard, and then and he
Are you
just
still
gone.
there?
Yo, I'm still here. Yeah. I
It
was
like
in the side yard.
disconnected and reconnected. I don't know if that did it on your end too, but both
Yeah.
of
You
us
were
like
just
kicked us
gone
out
for a
of the
second. That was
fucking.
all. That
It
was
looked like it kicked us out of
hilarious.
the voice.
It was like
Yeah, no,
hey,
both
I was just in the back,
of us,
and
dude.
then
Both of us
poof.
got kicked out.
Oh no, what do we do? Oh man.
Jesus. I like disconnected us and then immediately reconnected us. All right, is it working now or is it still
Yeah,
fucked up?
you're working now. There's like a little tiny bit of distortion, but
Hold
it's
on.
not like bad or anything like that.
Yeah. All right, let's try this one. For some reason, the left one seems to be better than the right, because I don't use both headsets.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing whatever, maybe that's what fucks up the audio. Maybe it's picking up, although maybe not. As I think about it, if you have Bluetooth headsets, both of them should have mics, right? Or no?
Yeah, there's two Bluetooth. Yeah, if a Bluetooth headset, it should have a microphone in it. Most of the time, they do.
Well, I mean, on both of them though. Would it, you know what I mean? Like,
would it still be connected to the
like a
other
regular
microphone?
wired one? It sometimes it's, yeah. Like I'm wondering because my audio I think sounds like shit. So I'm wondering. I mean, it usually does anyway, so it's probably not that noticeable.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like faint, like
somehow picking up the one that I have back in the case. Oh, that's not right.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's connected to multiple headsets at the same time.
Let me try to put them both on. Let me see. I'm going to put them both on just to see if there's any difference.
See if there's any difference. Oh, like if it actually does, like.
Yeah, because I'm wondering now if like one of them is like they're both somehow working, even though one of them's sitting in the charger.
Yeah. Like so, you're getting microphone picked
up.
Does
it sound any different now, or is it?
It didn't. It sounds. Oh wow, that's a little weird.
That's shit because one of them inside a little case or whatever. All right. What happened?
Yeah, for a second you were kind of roboted out.
What's going on?
You're fine now though.
Well, that's probably normal. Hey, no, Poppy, I'm not talking to you. It's very. All right. Does it sound any different though with both of them, or is it the same shitty audio?
Well, right now you sound
Can you tell
clear.
a difference or no?
Right now you sound clear. I don't know if that means it's better than the other one or what, but right now you sound pretty good.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of a toss-up between the headset issue or the shitty, Wi-Fi connection. Whatever. I'll leave them both on until one of them needs to be charged, I guess.
Yeah, see what happens. Sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I had posted. I couldn't remember if I had posted a pic of the grand puppy.
Recently enough,
sitting in the clothes bin, like the one I just sent, or the one I just posted. I had sent it before though. Okay, all right.
You've probably sent a lot of pictures before. There's a lot of pictures of poop that are.
Yeah, no, I mean specifically the one of him. Oh fuck! All right, but yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd sent one of him because I have the clothes, big ass clothesman and the clothes I don't normally wear, and he was constantly like grabbing them and fucking pulling them out and shit. So I basically took my dad's old bathrobe and just put it over the top. and he kind of stopped fucking with it because it was just one solid white thing, so it wasn't interesting to him, I guess. But then I decided to get him because he would constantly lay across it. So I was trying to get him to just lay in it, and now he finally does. So it's like his little puppy perch.
Yeah, fair enough.
For anyone in the Discord. Yeah. So yeah, my son actually he got a new job. I don't know if I had told you that or not.
Oh, nice, because you said he got fired from that other one for some
Planet
ridiculous,
Fitness here.
some silly shit. So.
Yeah, some nonsense. Yeah, but yeah, no, he was working at Planet Fitness like within a week. He got another job.
There's a lot of jobs out there, so like
but
it's not a question of jobs being available anymore as much as there's a lot of
people willing to work.
No, there's a lot of jobs that just don't pay you a reasonable amount of money for what they're expecting. Like, if you're going to sink 40 hours a week into a job, you should be getting paid a certain amount of money at the bare minimum. It should be enough to live off of. But there's a lot of places where it's like,
I didn't really ask him.
Yeah, they just don't pay you any money. It's like, all right, well, like, what do you expect people to do? Like, how are they supposed to get another, like... They're already putting in the majority of their free time in a week to make money, and then people are like, but you're not working hard enough. It's what do you fucking mean? Like, what else? I mean, where else are they supposed to find time? Like, you're fucking sleeping, lazy cunt.
Yeah, it turns out runaway inflation... Yeah, runaway inflation was not matched by runaway wage increases, turns out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just got, they're going to raise my wage to $20 an hour in California right now. I don't know if it's specific to the state or, like, my city or my county or whatever, but that doesn't mean shit. That's not gonna pay for shit. Like, I'm not gonna be able to afford to go pay rent somewhere now all of a sudden. I'm still broke as fuck because it's like the amount of money that things cost versus what they expect you to live off of is insane. Like, it's a massive difference. And I think
everybody should have 4 roommates.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and it's not like I would expect to be driving like a fucking Rolls Royce and making like living in like a amazing like walk up apartment that's like right in the middle of downtown next to like 3 restaurants. Like I'm thinking a shitty fucking studio somewhere is something I should be able to afford to rent. Like that but those are like $1,500, $2,000 a month right now. So let's see.
That's pretty nuts. Hey, what's gaming? What are you doing here, gaming and yelling? You slumming?
Oh, what's up?
Yeah. He said, sounds like you're saying Poppy? I don't know if that's you or me, but gaming says one of us, it sounds like we're saying Poppy. I swear he went live.
Oh, because you're saying puppy.
Oh!
You're talking about your puppy. He's talking, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess if you think I'm saying, especially if I'm saying grand puppy and you're in grand poppy, and the way I'm talking about a dog, that would be pretty fucking creepy. I'd have to concur. I doubt he's still here. I'm pretty sure he just went live.
Oh, did he go live? All right, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure.
I think he normally does this time of day anyway, right? Like I can see on the Discord whether he's streaming or not.
Yeah, he's streaming.
Fair enough. He's up on Twitch. I've hung out and chatted with him a couple times, like not long ago. He's doing all right.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while. I check in every once in a while. Still doing it. Still living the dream, I suppose.
He's got that. He does that League of Legends stuff. League of Legends. I can't stand that game, but hey, to each his own. A lot of people really like that game.
I don't know. I mean, it seemed like a lot of fun when you two were playing together and streaming it, and it It was very entertaining.
It's entertaining. It's entertaining when you're playing with people, but like, that's not a game I would ever pick up and play on my own. But like, yeah, no, I legit enjoyed like playing it like when I was doing that on the stream. But it's one of those things where you really quickly realize like,
thinking of game and yelling at you about the power.
Well, also, it's one of those games where you really quickly figure out, like, yeah, there's certain characters that are really powerful, and you can either spend a lot of time to unlock them in order to compete, or spend a lot of money to compete. But it's not really a lot about skill, because there's really not a lot going on there. I'm sure a lot of people would hear that and be like, enraged. And I don't give a shit because they're wrong. Like...
Well, how many games aren't pay to win? I mean, honestly, if there is an option where you can grind, you don't have to, then it's actually not that bad.
So the game I'm playing right now is on a battle pass system. So the Conan Exiles, there's a new update, so there's a new battle pass out. So you can do because there's parts of the battle pass are free, and part of them you only get if you pay for it.
Up here. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. All right, sorry. I was giving them the bone.
So I have a battle pass system on the game I'm playing, and you have to do certain challenges to unlock levels on the battle pass.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
So either you pay and you get all the stuff, or you don't pay and you unlock the levels, and there's some free things that you get anyway. You can actually just pay to unlock each level instead of like doing the little grindy things to like actually earn the like experience to unlock your battle pass points. So you can pay for the battle pass, and then you can pay to make it so the battle pass isn't as hard to do. It's really fucking bad. Like, it's just like, how greedy can you be?
Jesus. No, it gets pretty bad, dude. Yeah, I seriously hope I'm done playing those goddamn games.
Well, this is
I thought I learned my lesson, and then apparently I had to learn the lesson again at a game that was slightly less expensive to pay to win.
Oh, well, this is the stuff you get on the battle pass. This isn't pay to win stuff in this game, at least.
Definitely not afford.
Yeah, like this in this game, it's just cosmetic. So it's like,
you
get like different kinds of building blocks, or you get different like outfits for your guys or whatever, your armor and stuff. But none of it will like make you win the game, but more against anyone else. So at least has that benefit of not being pay to win. But it's still just like pay to be lazy as fuck. Come on, like. Oh man, you can skip grinding levels.
Yeah, one that they fucking pushed. It's gonna not that kind of shit. And most games now.
You're completely roboted out for me again. I don't know what's going on. You're still out. Yeah, you're still breaking up here.
I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Right on. Whatever that was. Oh, disconnect, reconnect. Okay. As demonstrated by him disconnecting and then reconnecting. Okay. Let's see here.
Hello?
Hey, it's a real human again. The robots are not taking over as much.
Yeah. I did have a lot of shit open, so I cleared everything out and even closed down Discord and reopened it.
Oh, maybe that'll help. That'll hopefully work.
Probably not, but worth a shot.
Yep. They just updated my game. Yeah,
are they giving the 2 times XP or whatever the
fuck.
fuck.
No. This
or
is
something.
this is the new update came out finally.
Oh, right. The one, where you can pick what base to get attacked. Like,
yeah,
you
so
designate the base and when you can get attacked.
And I already did that this morning, and I learned a bunch, so
right
I'm going to rebuild now. Build in a different place and a different design. No, I beat it pretty soundly. I mean, I'm at the end game. Like, if I wanted... This game does technically have an end. And if I wanted to, I could just be done, like, now, and, like, end the game, and I won. Like, I've done all the stuff you have to do. And I have all the, like, most powerful, like, crap and everything. So it's not like anything was going to be that much of a challenge. But now that I know how it works, I can better, like, design so that I can just do it over and over if I want and farm stuff from it.
Prepare for
it, make it more fun, more interesting.
Right on. Oh, so you can call it any time. There's no, like, cooldown for it, really? There's no cooldown on calling the horde on here or whatever?
As far as I know, there's no cooldown.
The thing to attack you.
As far as I know, there's no cooldown. But since you can't do any, like, repairs or anything during the purge, I would imagine that you would probably want to, like, take a minute and just double check that everything is fully repaired and
rebuild.
Not, like, broken.
Friend, grab it. Come on. Wanna stay here? You gonna stay? You wanna stay with your bone? Don't bring it. Bring it. Come on, get it. Oh fuck, dude, are you hearing me? I thought I muted. I don't think I did.
Oh no, I'm definitely hearing you talk to your dog. Yeah.
Do you wanna go outside? Come on. You gonna come? You can bring it. Come on. Okay. Alright, I'll be back.
Eat your bone or whatever. Fucking
probably a bad idea.
Left their body, like, next to my damn base.
That fucking guy leaving his body as his base.
Well, yeah, because you can't build anything near it, so I can't do anything in that base. Like, if I needed to build or something like that. I'd be shit out of luck.
Look, I'm not going to take it. Stop it. Calm down. I'm just taking it with me. Come on. You can bring it. Come on, bring it. Come on. Come on. Come on, I'm not going to take your goddamn bone.
Bring it, Luke.
I gave it to you, remember? No, he's like jumping around like you think someone to take it from him. I don't think he understands that it's not nearly as appealing
to you as it is to him. Yeah.
No, you stay up here. Yeah. You gotta do pee-pees?
Oh yeah. Gotta watch for those pee-pees.
All right. Okay. No, come on. Sorry, dude. Alright, go lay down there. Alright, stay right there.
Oh no,
believe
enough. Me, I could mock you for this all day. It's good. Don't worry about it.
Oh fuck! No, I didn't plan on it being that much, but because the last time I gave him a bone, he would just grab it and take it with, like when I was going outside, and this time he's freaking out, like I'm gonna snag it back from him.
Oh no! Oh, you gotta watch for that, yeah. You don't want him to feel like, oh man,
so not,
my human is just so mean. He takes all my stuff.
Yeah,
now I take my placeholder down.
This awesome, delicious ribeye bone, and now he's gonna take it right back.
Fuck, you didn't even give her. Oh wait, is that a term I'm allowed to use anymore? I don't know. I'm probably not allowed to use that term anymore.
First Nations giver, I believe, is
correct term.
The proper term nowadays. Actually, I think that's just Canada that does the First Nations thing more than.
I don't think I've ever heard of
America
other than Canadian.
I think Native American. Yeah, I think Native or Native American is still okay, but it's just a matter of time before that becomes offensive.
Well, and the irony is, it's not even really true.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
Like they weren't the first people
Very
here
odd.
in this country anyway, so it's like.
Yeah, did you ever hear the stories of them finding like in somewhere in South America they found like a bunch of statues that had very African appearing faces. Like a bunch of
No,
statues
but
of
it
like,
doesn't surprise
essentially
me, like,
African.
in the slightest. I mean, it's not a thing I'd heard before.
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit, dude. Well, obviously the Vikings, I mean, they pretty much finally conceded the fact that the Vikings got here. Not before the Native Americans, but they were definitely here well before Columbus.
Oh yeah, well that makes sense. That yeah. I mean, how would you not know that? Like, what was it, Leif Erikson, right? I mean, I thought they taught that in high
Yeah,
school
I
when
can't
I was
remember
in high
exactly.
school. Maybe just because I'm in California.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was ever fucking definite. I mean, the evidence was there.
I was taught that it was
But
like we pretty
archaeology
much
is an
know,
oddly
but you know, if somebody wants to be fucking weird about it, I guess, you know, was essentially how it was taught to me.
No. Archaeology is very oddly resistant to changing their mind about anything. So it takes like decades. You know, it should be obvious and like, yeah, no, this is pretty solid. They're like, nope. Sorry, guys. 50 years ago, 100 years ago, came up with this. So there's no way they could have been mistaken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
And then it takes like overwhelming evidence, and then decades of time before they're like, well, all right. I suppose
it's
it looks like there was some Viking shit here.
People wrote stuff that was really popular at the time, and like was very. It was a very skillful depiction of like a story that was, accurate and very like everybody felt that way at that period of time. So it like really like caught on. But that doesn't mean that it was like great writing. You know what I mean? But like everybody's like, oh no, it was J.D. Salinger, it was Hemingway or whatever. They're the best writers ever because it's like, well, I mean. They wrote about something that was really popular at the time, like the things that everybody was sharing as experiences. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they did it like better than anyone else ever did. You know, like there's other authors that I would argue
honestly,
are much better writers that are much less known.
Yeah, that definitely does happen, dude. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, there's, as long as there's been writing. I mean, shortly after that, there have been great writers almost ever since.
Yeah,
throughout the ages. I forget how long writing existed as a regular thing, but you go back to the, the Greeks back in the early BCs were doing good stuff. Yeah. A lot of good philosophy guys, and then up till now. I've been watching a lot of videos from this guy called Pauloja, who is a former Christian, who kind of debunks all the fucking weird evangelical Christian nonsense out there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And they talk a lot about because like the evangelical fucking lunatics are what they call apologists. They call them Christian apologists, which seems like an odd thing. It seems somewhat, what do you call it? God damn it, what the fuck is the word? Not mean, but like, God damn it! Epithetical. It seems a little epithetical. It seems like an epithet. And it kind of is. Not totally undeserved. But they're like, no, Jesus definitely rose from the dead, and definitely, all this shit happened or whatever. And there's people, that actually are doing a search like, okay, did he really exist? Okay, what about the guys that wrote the Gospels? Were they there? No, this was written well after the fact. Okay, who wrote it? Where are they from? What's the style of writing? And because they're kind of saying, they're like, all right, well, no, this is written the way like Greek prose would have been written back then, or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just realized how uninteresting it would be to almost everybody. I apologize, dude.
Oh yeah, I was listening. I wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't bothering me or anything.
I don't know. I find this shit interesting. But anyways. But yeah, I mean, there's people that actually are literally trying to find historical evidence for it, and obviously the fucking evangelical guys or whatever, like, no, it's all fact. It's a historical account, and it's the word of God, so it can't possibly be wrong.
Which basically is a waste of everybody's fucking time.
Yeah.
Because there's no room for that in a search for like historical like reality. You can't waste your time.
Yeah,
babysitting somebody's personal emotional attachment to something like religious.
Yeah, it's obviously not based in fact. It's faith over fact or whatever.
Yeah.
And what's really unfortunate is there's a lot of there's dudes that could be doing great historical fucking research that are fucking handcuffed by the fact that you're working for a college where to get the job, you have to sign off on, I will always certify that the Bible is true and correct, or like, you know what I mean? They like make you sign a faith statement to work there.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Which is fucking ridiculous, dude. Yeah, in fact, the Paul Loja guy, again, he used to be a Christian. He applied at, I forget what the college is, it starts with a V, but it's a Christian college. And even to apply to attend there, you had to sign something like that. So yeah, I'm like, Jesus, that's fucked up. Which I guess I kind of get it. I feel like just saying you're a Christian should be enough.
Well, like they probably okay. So like you're an atheist, right? Like
agnostic.
You're an atheist, or at least agnostic or whatever.
Agnostic.
But you know how like you being an atheist doesn't involve you, or agnostic or whatever. Like you don't feel the need to run around finding Christians and fucking arguing with them.
Right,
you know
right.
What I
mean,
right. And even when you were an atheist, if you went through an atheist phase, because I find most agnostics have gone through an atheist phase. I know. But even during then, like you still, I never felt the need to go find Christians and make them believe me. I'm like, I don't really fucking care.
Right.
Like, it don't hurt me that you believe shit that I think is silly. Like, it's cool. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna care. Like, we're never gonna get past. Like, we're never gonna have any issues. As far as I'm concerned.
Outside of that. Yeah, nobody's changing. We're not changing either person's mind, so let's not fucking bother with it.
Yeah, which is why I don't do politics in my VR chat group. Like, I'm not there to fucking make them agree with my political opinions, and I don't fucking care what they think. Like they could be whatever fucking lefty lunatic, righty lunatic. I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter. That's not why I'm there to just hang out, have a good time. I ain't there to fucking make people believe me. And it's why I fucking hate the people that get and start talking politics all the time and shit. And it's like, shut the fuck up. We're here to have a good time. Everybody agreed to come out here and party for like a couple hours. Can we shut your fucking mouth and let us all enjoy it?
Yeah, go on your private chat if you want to do that fucking bullshit. You and whoever wants to argue with you, fucking get a private room somewhere.
Oh, man. Yep, it's like that girl that keeps fucking trying to like bring up politics and shit. Like, oh, you guys are conservative. I don't care who you are. Like, why? You just want to insult people. Drunkenly fucking belligerently insult people. This is why you don't have a lot of friends, lady. This is why you have to go online and no one wants to talk to you in real life. Actually, one of the gals that goes there, I'm actually pretty proud of. She stopped drinking and started smoking weed instead, and she's much more tolerable as a person.
Like, that's not surprising at all.
You can actually have a conversation. She's more like polite and pleasant. Like, oh wow, this is so much better.
Yeah, it's not easy to get fucking all worked up and angry when you're fucking stoned, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to get.
Some people manage it. I've
Silly
known some
over
people, but yeah, for the most part, most people are pretty goddamn mellow.
Yeah, well, definitely.
But yeah, I don't know. As far as the atheist people or whatever, like I like Logic still. He does. I like watching his shit and the Paulo guy that I mentioned. But most of the other ones, yeah, whether they're atheists, militant atheists, or militant fucking Christians, they're all fucking annoying, dude. Because again, like Logic and Paulo are basically just watching the shit and pointing out how, like why this is wrong and that kind of you know what I mean? Like why what they're saying is bullshit.
Well, I don't mind like the atheist videos. Like, I mean, some of them are kind of dumb, but I mean, I don't mind it because I understand you're putting something out there that if somebody wants to go see it, they can choose to go see it. Exactly.
Yeah, it's not being forced into a conversation.
It's not an obnoxious, constant fucking harassment of everybody that's anywhere near you that happens to, have a similar or dissimilar belief or something like that.
Yeah. Definitely not being forced on anyone. That's always kind of nice. Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't watch many of the videos. I'll be honest with you. I watched a couple. I watched the Karen at the campsite. That was fucking wacky.
That was great. That shit was fucking. Yeah, the ones the wood splitting sword. You can just look at the picture and get everything you need to out of that. Like that's the lesbian that splits wood with a sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say very toned. I thought it was a dude.
Her arms
a second. I'll be honest.
Yeah, her arms are fucking cut. Like I would be proud of those arms if I had them. I would be like, those are some fucking. Those are some tough ass arms. She ain't fucking around. I wouldn't want to piss her off because she'd probably throw a punch like a mofo.
Yeah.
I could fight a lot of guys that I think would punch less.
Yeah, like I said, the thumbnail was enough. Like I was gonna watch it if I got to it, but it was definitely last.
You think the thumbnail shows her being cut? You ought to see a couple of like when she's swinging the sword, like when when she's flexing.
Oh, I can imagine, dude.
Cut like Jesus. And then the furry, I just saw that one this morning, and I was like, I gotta share that shit. Again, furry tries to kill his roommate, and of course it's in Florida. We're not at all surprised about that. I don't think anybody's shocked.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. I didn't get to that one either, but
it's pretty funny.
Was he wearing like weird cat gloves or something, and he was trying to pull a trigger or something?
He stabbed his roommate in the neck.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he fucking stabbed him in the fucking neck from behind. And it's like a lover's quarrel? Because, like... Or a roommate thing or something. It just reeks of, like, that kind of, like, you guys have spent too long in the fucking house together, and shit started to get weird about what pissed you off and what didn't and shit. You know what I mean? Because, like, everybody's been in that kind of situation, I think, it's sooner or later. Where you just spend too much time with somebody and suddenly like the sound of them fucking chewing. It's just fucking sets you off. Like that motherfucker's doing it on purpose. Like
it's the familiarity breeds contempt. Like constantly being with someone.
It's one of those because it looks like because you don't have a lot of facts yet because this is just like the arrest, like all the other shit that like investigation hasn't been done, so nobody knows anything. Nobody's questioned anybody like when that video's made, so no way of knowing any other details. But it looks as though the one dude stabbed the other dude in the neck while he was like playing a game on his computer. Which is why I say that it had to be like one of those like familiarity breeds contempt kind of dealios.
Yeah. Yeah, and if they were just roommates, I can't imagine. Because you go to your separate fucking room. But yeah, if they're in like a relationship.
That's why I was thinking it's likely a relationship, but I couldn't be sure.
I hear you. Is that EWU? Is that the same guys that do the crime stories? The long-ass videos, the crime videos?
I don't know. I have seen some of their stuff before, and it tends to almost always be crime, or not crime, what do you call it? Damn it, I can't think of the word. Body cam footage type stuff.
All right, let's see. I'm not seeing it on the crime storyline. Wow, they got a lot. Like I'm subscribed to the original one, which is Explore with Us, EWU. That's what I was thinking. I'm looking at the channels though. I don't see. Oh wait, there's more. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh yeah, it is one of theirs. Okay. God damn, they have a lot of fucking channels. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people with a lot of channels. You would not believe how many channels some people have, especially when you start to account for like foreign language channels. Like, because there's a lot of people that'll have like a regular English channel, but then they'll also have like a French version and a German version and all sorts of shit.
It's crazy.
Oh, did my fucking loot disappear?
Yeah, no, I remember theirs are very long. Like, they don't have any short videos on their original channel. Like, they're all, like, a minimum of a half hour, usually, like, an hour and a half. Which is nice for some stories.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, you're dragging this out, dude. But they do good work. Yeah. Yeah. Let's give them the Chatterbox bump. All the 0 people listening, go check out the EW, the Explore With Us channel. They're all 8,000 of them.
Yeah, damn straight. All billions and billions.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking lost my treasures, son of a bitch. Well, that sucks. They fucking stole.
Why does Ordinary Sausage do the things they ask them to do?
I don't know. Some of that shit, I thought those gummy worms were gonna fucking light the house on fire. I was like, well, there goes his fucking house. Like, his house going.
Yeah, I was like, I hope you're doing that slowly.
Yeah, exactly. But it turned out better than expected, as far as, like, you know, it cooked well and nothing exploded or lit on fire or anything like that.
So I imagine even the sour ones are still packed with a shitload of sugar.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, I guess compared to some of the other fucking shit that he does for whatever reason, that one's not bad. It's not as bad as toothpaste or fucking.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I like how he's branched out past. I'm just gonna put like weird shit in a sausage casing and fucking see what happens just because I'm bored in my house today. Kind of videos to like. Now I'm gonna see how I can cook a steak in other shit. Like, can I cook a steak in fucking mustard?
Come on, get it. Yeah, that one was interesting. I forgot how that one. Did that one turn out okay?
I don't remember. I don't know. I think he liked that one. If I remember correctly, I think he liked it. But honestly, I mean, I couldn't guarantee that. You know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, not the worst idea. I'm a big fan of, regular yellow mustard anyway. Oddly enough, I don't like any other kind.
Not a fan of
any other kind of mustard. I
Oh man, that's too bad.
Yeah, like brown mustard, hot mustard, any of that shit. I'm like, I
gotta say,
yellow mustard
some really good mustards out there. I would say hot mustard is one of those. But like,
yeah, I don't like any of them.
The one we got right now,
the
that
Dijon is basically just
really,
mustard and
good,
mayonnaise,
is whole grain mustard. I don't know if you've ever had whole grain mustard. I'm assuming not, because you're not a fan of anything. But yellow. But man, whole grain mustard, that's my fucking. I like that stuff. That is my fucking jam.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
How does it compare to? How does it compare to regular yellow mustard? Like,
any given day, I'm going to take the whole grain over the yellow mustard any day.
Yeah, well, what's the difference? I'm saying, like, is it just a better taste?
It's like it's a huge difference in flavor. So with texture, obviously, you kind of get a little bit of chew with the yellow mustard, or not the yellow mustard, but a little bit of like little grainy bits that you can kind of chew on. which I'm assuming would be not a thing you would enjoy.
You never know. I mean, I would put like mustard seeds sometimes, like when I was doing like I've tried it on like ribs and stuff. It doesn't really work all that well on ribs, but
it's got like a brighter, more intense flavor. And it's so instead of like, oh man, I'm trying to think of how to describe a flavor. It's really tough.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I got it. You don't have to. It's fine.
Instead of
I got what you're saying.
Think of the mustard as like a sound wave, and yellow mustard would be a rise, and then a steady fall would be like a nice soft curve. Regular yellow mustard would be like a nice soft curve. This would be like a bunch of little wiggles up and down that curve. So you still get like the mustard flavor, but there's all these little hints of other flavors like peppery and salty and like vinegary and stuff like that are kind of thrown in there as well. And the flavor is just a little more intense as far as like the yellow mustard aspect flavor of it.
All right, interesting. I'm putting it on the list. Gotta try it.
But like I said, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I don't know.
Yeah, the texture thing isn't always a deal killer for me. It's just certain things. I don't like a lot of crunchy with mushy.
Although, what people like and don't like is...
I have no problem with onions on a burger. Yeah. Even though everything else is mushy, the onion's crunchy. That's fine sometimes.
Yeah, well, what people like and don't like is very intricate. There's a whole bunch of stuff that plays into it, Because, like, what have you tried when you were a kid? And, like, what did, like, I would expect if you were one of those people who had those parents who were like, no, you have to eat that whether you like it or not. That kind of shit, like, all the time. Like, you'd be one of those people that probably would never, ever want to fucking eat that thing again. Whatever it was.
Yeah. Indeed. Although, I'm trying to think. Tomatoes and onions are probably the main ones. Something that I despised as a kid that I kind of like. I don't know about tomatoes. Not really. I rarely eat straight, just tomatoes.
Obviously, I like on their own, but with stuff or like in stuff is different, right? Like your marinara sauce you're good with, but like.
Yeah, there's plenty of shit that tomatoes are in that I love. Pizza sauce, ketchup, whatever. Tomatoes by themselves, I'll never eat like just tomato by itself. Like people put like mayonnaise on tomatoes and eat them. Like I'm never doing that shit.
Mayonnaise on tomatoes and eat them? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something I threw out. I've seen it at some point in my life. I couldn't tell you where.
That's disturbing. I couldn't do that either.
Yeah,
so
like
don't feel bad like about that.
Yeah. But yeah, like sometimes, like sometimes. Most of the time, I do not feel like eating tomato with it. Even when I do eat bacon on a burger.
Yeah.
That's really the only time I'll eat tomato. Onions, like, that's a lot more often. Sometimes I just feel like eating onions. Like, I'll get a double stack from Wendy's. But half the time I'll get it with onions, half the time without. So it's that kind of shit. And the half the time I do, by the time I'm halfway done with the second burger, I'm usually pulling the onions off because I'm sick of them already.
Yeah, you're like, I'm fucking done. This is not my damn.
I don't know why that happened.
No, thank you, sir. No, thank you, indeed.
Like, all right, that was nice, and now I'm sick of it.
All right, let's see here. What do we need? We need sulfur and sacrificial blood.
Who's the guy who just destroyed it here?
Somebody just destroyed stuff.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I thought that sounds like a thing.
No, I'm looking at one of the videos you posted. It says he just. Oh, gotcha. No, Ray William Johnson video. It says he just destroyed his career, and I don't recognize who that is.
I'm looking.
Some guy with a beardy scruff.
So this TikToker has a dream of working in...
Okay. So you don't recognize the guy. He was a dentist on TikTok.
Any smiles?
He was a dentist on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And he decided to do a thing where he was like, hey, I'm going to offer free treatment to a certain number of people so they can, so that they can get free treatment and they'll feel more confident and their teeth will be fixed and they that they otherwise couldn't afford. And I'm doing that because I'm such a good guy. And so then this one chick who apparently has the worst, horrible teeth. Her teeth look bad. Like, there's nothing actually wrong with them, like, as far as whether they function properly. They're just like snaggletooth or something.
Yeah, they're not.
So she's just a poor, pitiful top 10 fucking, like, 10 out of 10 fucking hottie. Oh, but, she needs that free because she can't afford it. Like, suck the fucking money out of some guy's dick. You could do that anytime you fucking wanted. Or get a job and save up. Like, you're a fucking 30-year-old woman, like, however. But this dude is like, oh, yeah, we're going to definitely, we're going to work on your teeth. And hey, what about some sex? Would some sex be good? You want some sex, lady? Because, because that's just...
Yeah, turns out jizz is a great teeth whitener.
Yeah, exactly, that kind of shit. And it was just started creeping on her, and then some other people, and he creeped on them all, and so everybody's like, hey, asshole, you can't fucking be like, hey, I'm gonna do this charity work, and then use it as a way to try to fuck women. Like, that's not fucking cool. Nobody's okay with that. So, surprise.
Especially nowadays. Dude.
Surprise.
Fuck, dude, how do you not know that's gonna happen?
So obviously he's fucked, so and not in the way he'd hoped.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny just because I was like, you fucking goober, like, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah, like, this isn't, like, 30 years ago when you could fucking get away with that shit. Or even 10 years ago, probably.
Even when if you're gonna do it back then, like even if you were gonna do it, like, all a long time ago or whatever, you can't fucking text that shit to people. You know what I mean? Like, you can't leave a trail of all the fucking stuff. And like, not that you should do it in the first place, but it's just like, how can you be so mind-numbingly fucking stupid as to be like, oh, I'll just send this text of me, trying to fucking leverage my charity dental work into a blowjob. Like, fucking dude, what's wrong with you? But anyway, thank God for him being a fucking moron, because those ladies, I think, are all going to end up getting, like, dental work from other TikTok dentists that aren't fucking creepers. He's going to probably lose most of his customer base and all that shit, and so... Because if he's that kind of creepy like that, like, what's he doing with the ladies that are under anesthesia and stuff? Like, I would be a little concerned about that if no one else is.
Yeah, I would insist on there being a witness around if I'm going to do that dude around.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, if he's that way when people aren't watching, it's going to be even worse when he's alone in a room with an actual human. And I would be a little worried if I were one of those humans.
Indeed.
But that was funny. And then there's another TikTok person that got in trouble, who's a doctor. And as it turns out, you really shouldn't film stuff while you're doing plastic surgery, and then fuck around while you're doing plastic surgery and stuff. Like you can't do that. She lost her fucking license. She also, like, perforated some people's bowels and really fucked them up and stuff, like, while doing liposuction on camera.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked. Like, the stuff she did to those people is not cool. Like, really not fucking cool, you know? like they're gonna have lifelong issues now. Yeah. So good thing she's out, and good thing that dentist's out. But she was doing like shit where she would literally like be like elbow deep in somebody's fucking gut, pulling fat out with a fucking vacuum hose, and just filming that and putting it on TikTok. Like how did you not know that would be fucking unacceptable, right? Like, just didn't seem like that should be really easy to know. I don't know, man. People are fucking dumb. I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand why people are so fucking stupid.
That's even worse than the. That's even worse than the people filming themselves eating food and shit, just busting shit open in a Walmart store and not paying for it.
Oh, I saw a thing about that where it was a bunch of like black girls doing it.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys are fucking retarded, dude.
Yeah, and you gotta sit there and you're left flabbergasted.
Or maybe not.
You're like, how do you not know that wasn't gonna end up the way you wanted? Like.
Well, although I guess it depends on where you're at. If you're in Portland, or, Chicago. Oh, Chicago, no. It wouldn't be Chicago.
Well, there's a lot of places where you can get away with it. Sadly.
No grocery stores still exist there.
Yeah, sadly, there's Chicago a lot of places you can still do it, but it's not everywhere anymore.
You can't do it in Chicago anymore because the grocery stores have all closed down.
Yeah, thank God.
That's the only reason.
But not because of that, because that's not how that works.
So you get a bunch of money because nobody's paying for anything.
Yeah, I don't understand why people have such a
did you see that
for their shit, you know?
What are you doing? Go back to your bone. It's not for you. Go back to your bone. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like that's how come we get to have more stuff after like.
But no, in Chicago, like the governor guy, the one.
Yeah.
Get the bone.
I don't know what the governor of Chicago's name is.
All right, I keep derailing you. Yeah, but anyways, he wants to set up like state-owned grocery stores in Chicago because there's no food to be gotten anywhere because they're all closed down.
Well, yeah, because why would they want to keep bringing stuff when it keeps getting stolen? Like, I can't imagine why they thought that was not going to be the end result. Like if businesses can't make money, why are they going to leave their fucking store there? Like, to lose more money? Like, what's the benefit for them?
Yeah, it's like all the places in San Francisco where like the CVS's and Walgreens are closing down. Because they were losing fucking shitloads of money because nobody was buying anything.
Yeah, because everybody just walk in. I mean, like, seriously, how many times would you walk into a store, go out and pay for shit, while you're just watching everybody else wander around just stealing shit off the shelves? Like, I can understand why people
just keep it under $1,000.
Yeah, because why would they care? Like, why would they not steal shit? Why not? There's no reason for them not to.
Yeah, especially again, the DA literally announces, we're not going to prosecute anybody under $1,000 because it's a lifestyle thing, and that's racist or whatever.
Yeah, if your lifestyle is stealing, then I don't think we need you around. It's my hot take. Like, we don't need that person in the world anymore. Like, they can be dead, and I would be okay with that. It's not going to bother me in the slightest. But, it's just so sad because we're raising all these people, basically, at this point. Like, all these people are being taught that that's just acceptable behavior for, like, a human. And then all these kids are growing up and thinking, like, oh, no, black people are just... They just steal things. Like, that's what they do. Like, that's their culture. Because that's what they're teaching by doing this. It's like, because it's kidding, and it's not like it's all of them. You know? Like, most black people are out there, like, We want more cops. We need more police.
Yeah, that is what's great about Chicago is, the dumbasses that voted in this guy. I can't say specifically, but I assume are like, no, we want police, so fucking knock it off.
Yeah. Yep. They do want police. The normal rational people, which is the majority of them, are like, we would like to stop being robbed constantly. If we could, work that one out, that'd be great. Oh no. I keep forgetting that part.
Hold on.
Son of a bitch.
I wonder if it's bad to feed cold cuts to a dog. Is that bad?
Give what?
Oh, feeding cold cuts to a dog. Oops,
I don't think so. You're giving him meat. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be treated to some level, but I would imagine compared to a lot of other
dogs raw meat, it's perfectly fine.
It's got to be fine.
You feed dogs raw meat. It's not dangerous.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking the fact that it's somewhat processed might be bad, but yeah.
Because it is processed. I think
Again,
unless it was processed like jerky is, where they put nitrates and stuff in there, that might potentially be bad for a dog, but I don't think most things would be.
Yeah, cold cuts are fine, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Baby Swiss. I don't know how baby Swiss works, but I give him a little baby Swiss.
A little cheese isn't gonna hurt. Yeah. I mean, I would the only things I would really genuinely be worried about are the stuff where it's like it's poison.
What's that?
Like it's like, well, you don't give a dog fucking chocolate or grapes or avocado pits or whatever. Like, the things where it's like, yeah, that's just bad for dogs. Like it's just dangerous. For them to be eating that.
You're just not meant to eat that. Yeah. Oh, do you remember Vegan Gain? That fucking lunatic vegan.
Oh, the guy pretended that he was eating all meat and that was what was making him like big or something. No, never mind. Not that one. The vegan.
No.
I was mixing up because that raw food guy was in the news recently.
Yeah, the Vegan Gain. Oh, Liver King. Yeah. Yeah. That guy turned out. Yeah, it turned out he was on a bunch of steroids. Fucking shocking.
So
yeah, Vegan Gains is mentally unbalanced. Yeah, it was 4 or 5 years ago. He was infamous for a bit there. He was feeding. He had gotten a. I forget the name of the dog. What the exact breed, but Wolf was in the title of their name, right? And he forced the dog to eat a vegan fucking diet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that always makes me nuts, man. I can't stand when people do that to dogs and cats and stuff. Where they're like, we're gonna
especially cats, but like dogs are somewhat like dogs are basically omnivorous, mostly meat, but they're omnivorous for the they'll eat anything. Cats are straight carnivores, right? Like they don't fucking
cats have to have meat.
They don't eat plants in nature, right?
Cats have to have meat. They can't. Yeah. They can't not.
Yeah.
In fact, in most states, it constitutes abuse, and they'll take your fucking cat away from you. Like, because you're gonna kill it if you don't give it meat. Sooner or later, it's gonna die of like malnutrition. And so they don't want the fucking cat dead. Weirdly enough. Weird how.
But it's fucking. Like I said, it's feeding a dog not meat shit is fine as long as you're also feeding it fucking meat.
Like dog
food's not gonna be all fucking.
We had a dog that got older and it needed like special food or not. It was either buy the dog this like really expensive special food thing, or make the food ourselves. And so we were like, well, obviously we're gonna make the food. You know, like that's an easy choice, right? Like, I mean, what else would you do?
Right.
And so it was one of those things where it was like, we would cook up like what do you call it? Chicken and rice and broccoli and carrots, and that was what the dog would get, like for dinner. But you had to have enough meat in there for the dog. Like you couldn't just like we couldn't just do the rice and carrots and broccoli and stuff because we were uncomfortable cooking the meat or something like silly. It's just you gotta give the dog a healthy, balanced diet.
Yeah, I can't remember what happened to the dog. Obviously, it got sick, but I can't remember if he gave it up or if he actually ended up feeding it meat. I can't remember what happened. I'm guessing he gave it up because he's such a fucking moralistic fucking guy. You know, he didn't want to be a part of the meat is murder crowd. Yeah, he's a fucking really shitty person. I don't know if you remember it, but like he's the guy that was like when his grandfather was having a heart attack, instead of like helping, he's filming it and talking in the video as he's filming about how eating meat made him sick and his you know what I mean? Like saying
did he
that's
literally
why he's
do
having
that?
a heart
Like,
attack.
you should go to prison for that.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there are other people there, but still, it's like you're a fucking psycho, dude.
That should be prison. That should be go to jail.
Yeah.
I legitimately think you should go to jail if that's the way you're behaving while somebody is having a heart attack in front of you. What a fucking monster.
Yeah. So he's done shit like that, like mocked people that get cancer because they disagreed with him about meat or whatever. The dog thing, obviously, trying to force the dog on a vegan diet. But then, it's funny because his argument is it's immoral. It's immoral to fucking.
He's like the guy that makes that joke less funny. You know the joke. How do you know if there's a vegan at the party? Don't worry, they'll tell you.
They'll let you know.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was gonna
they'll let you know.
Yeah. They will shoehorn it in, dude.
You're gonna find out.
But it's funny.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the whole argument is, somebody that's that shitty of a person claiming lack of morality about anything. It's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that guy talking to anybody about morality is absurd.
So that I posted a pic just in case you weren't familiar with exactly who I was talking about.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, maybe I'll post the Galactic Bubble video that he did about him. That one's pretty funny.
I ran out of silk.
So is that gonna made any video?
Fucker. Alright, let me see what this guy looks like here. Oh, yeah. Yep. You just look at his eyes. They're vacant. You look at the guy's eyes and you're just like, that guy's too dumb.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
I don't know if you watched the one with the redhead, the last video I posted there. But that lady,
the vampire one,
she thinks she's a vampire. One. She literally acts like she's a goddamn vampire. It's pretty funny.
So does it? I mean, is it quite obviously a bit she's doing, or does she genuinely seem like she genuinely believes it? You know what I mean? Like, is she doing attention, or
don't know.
Genuinely believe her own bullshit?
I couldn't tell you.
She's gotta be
genuinely got no idea. Yeah, like, I mean, I'd love to be able to say like, oh yeah, it's a bit for sure, but it's one of those ones where you're like, I mean, I hope it's a bit.
Yeah, she might be that crazy. She might be crazy enough to believe her fucking nonsense. or be a really good actress.
Yeah, or be a really good actress. I mean, it could be either because, like, You know what I mean? Like you can kind of, you know, I mean, if you're gonna make money off of it, like I can understand it, right? Like what's that chick that made so much money of people making donations to leave comments to make her cry, like because they were being mean to her because she the fucking the mulatto girl that's super conservative now. She was over there when they did that stupid flag in New York.
Fuck, dude. I'm trying to remember who you're thinking of.
I think you know who I'm talking about, yeah. Like she played that off and made a ton of money.
I
that
believe
way,
so.
You know, like, you know, if you can make money doing it, like I mean, fucking good for you. Doesn't bother me none. I mean, I as long as it's a bit and not like, you know. But, you know, I can understand. I can understand from that perspective if it's a bit like that, and she's getting, you know, making that cash money to
right.
fucking do that shit. But if it's legitimately like she believes she was born in like 1860 something, and then that's a little sad. That's a little on the sad side.
That whole conclusion. Damn it, I was hoping leaving him with the bone would be alright, but I come back and he's still standing at the door waiting for me.
Oh no.
Then he just goes right back to it. Like he doesn't want me to interact with him anymore. He just wants me in the room, apparently. He's like, all right, now I can go back to chewing on the bone. As long as you're here.
Huh.
Yeah, golden retrievers especially. God damn, dude. They cannot handle being alone. Puppers.
I've never had any issues with any dog we've had being alone on occasion.
Yeah, have you had a golden retriever?
I haven't
had
one
he
myself,
does all right when he has to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like being in the cage. He'll still go in it when you tell him, you know, when you have to put him in there.
Oh, we've never put dogs in a cage.
He balks at it a little, but once you get him, again, if you know, my son's mother would actually interact with the dog, or you know, his brothers and shit, he'd interact with. He wouldn't be just finding something to chew up or whatever. But because they don't, yes.
They're just leaving him alone, as in like not interacting with him at all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different. Cause I was gonna say, cause like we've left dogs at the house when we take off for work or school and stuff all the time.
Everyone else loves them to death.
Like dogs have to be, you know, home alone sometimes. That's just normal, like not a big deal. And we've never used like cages while we're gone, and very rarely have we ever had anything chewed up. But then again, like when we are home, it's not like we're not interacting with the dog when it's here.
Yeah. And if he had just another dog even to with, I think he'd be fine.
We do have that quite often. There's always like multiple cats or two dogs or something like that, because you want them to have somebody to play with that's kind of going to be able to play the way they want to do it, you know? Like dogs can play with people, and it works. But when they play, you know, with other dogs, it's just, you know, it just works better. It makes more sense.
Yeah, they're on the same level. Yeah, and I play fight with them and shit, especially like during the summer, because I can't have them outside all the fucking time. Still,
yeah, that makes
fucking
sense.
100 degrees out here. So like I started like play fighting with them a lot. Get a minimum of like a half hour watching them. Usually like more like an hour.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, you go out and take your dog on walks and do all sorts of stuff. So it's like that's just normal.
If you have a fucking dog to do that with,
stuff you're supposed to do for your dog, just as a general rule. It's not like a hard thing to get people to do.
All right. So yeah, honestly, it's mainly me not my son to be, exercising him enough. I want to make sure he gets his exercise in while he's with me, that kind of thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fuck, did it kick me out? Oh no.
Well,
but dude, because I interact with him.
You interact with him?
I got the other one too. Oh, but anyway, yeah, I mean, I interact with him almost constantly. Like normally, earlier today I was playing the game. I started playing the Far Cry Primal. I didn't realize that was here. My son had, had that obviously forever. I started playing Far Cry Primal. So I was playing it for like 10, 15 minutes, and it was the sulkiest I've ever seen this dog, dude. He would just look at me with his fucking little puppy dog eyes, dude. Like I betrayed him by not, by doing something not involving him.
Oh no! How dare you?
Yeah. Not really bad, and I'm probably reading into it more, but he would just, like, lay down. Normally he'd be playing with his ball, he'd be fucking grabbing the rope toy, whatever. He just went and laid by the door, like, essentially what he does when I tell him I'm laying down to take a nap.
Ah, that makes sense, yeah.
Except also staring at me with the how could you look in his eyes. So not exactly the same.
I mean, you're not paying attention to him and only him. Come on now. How could you possibly not be paying attention to that dog all the time? How the heck? There we go. All right, that was weird. Oh, you're kind of roboted out for me now. Yeah, you're still broken. I don't hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Oh, now you're coming through. Now you're coming through.
The Wi-Fi call. The Wi-Fi is not great, but it is far superior to mobile data. All right. Am I still coming through okay?
You're coming through now. Yeah, you're fine.
No.
Oh, did you see? Oh, okay. Did you see the cool. Comment that I left on the video about that flat Earth thing that you left, and the guy's response there? Where he was like,
is he accusing you of being a clone?
He's a clone. I'm like, really? How do you know? Oh, listen to him. He's talking gibberish. It's like, all right. I'm like, that's enough for me, but you seem like a lol cow waiting for somebody to fuck with you.
His name is Globe as a hoax.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
That good. He's just.
Name is Globe is a hoax with 2 X's. So apparently Globe with a hoax with just HOAX in it. That was taken.
Yeah.
He had to go with Globe as a hoax with 2 X's.
I think what we've learned here is that
dude, the flat earthers, god damn, they're fucking amazing.
That those people really should be taken a lot more seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. They've got some solid points. Yeah. Did you watch that whole video or just the?
I watched the whole video because I don't know that I remember everything because I was just kind of listening to it. But like I did watch it.
Yeah.
Because also at a certain point it kind of gets repetitive when.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out it was really
people. They're always saying some stupid shit, and it's almost always like the same kind of dumb shit,
Yeah, and the guy pointed out. He literally took the time to be like, "Yeah, this is the way it works. If it's a globe and it's circling, staying generally the same speed and all that kind of shit, and it's going over different areas because of the Earth moving under it, whatever. And then you put it on the on the flat Earth model. Like he took the time to plot the International Space Station's orbit if it was flat Earth." And it's basically, again, ends up being like a spirograph pattern, which he mentions, and has to speed up, like at a certain point, it has to be constantly, like every day, speeding up and slowing down, speeding up and slowing down, and it just fucking obviously it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it just gets sillier and sillier.
It's pretty entertaining though. Just how fucking nuts they are, dude. So it's funny to watch them debunk this shit. Because again, I appreciated the fact, okay, this is where the space station goes over. This is allegedly reported to do around the globe. So that seems to match up. Let's see what happens if I put it onto your flat Earth model.
Probably not what they're planning.
No, it's similar to the fucking whole Rome is a myth thing. It's like, I was just saying, there's no way it would be worth the amount of effort to fake, to fucking convince the entire world that the world is round. If it wasn't, like, it's an incredible amount of resources that it have to be putting into it. And again, same thing with Rome being a myth. It's like, okay, so they invented a language that they still use in some masses today. Like their Catholic churches, a lot of Catholic churches will have like at least one mass a week that's in Latin. And they're still claiming, nope, it's all made up. It's Greek. You're mistaken. That's Greek. Look, you flip it around, you upside down, and you reverse it. See, it's Greek. Yeah, that bitch says. Again, the amount of smugness coming from someone that's so fucking wrong about something is something I just find fascinating, dude. Well, you're so fucking smug. You're telling people, are you blind? Are you stupid?
It's like
you're like, wow, dude.
What is it? Joe Rogan actually has a good way of putting it. Everybody likes to think they're too clever to be taken advantage of. And so, that's a good feeling, like, where you're like, you outsmart the guys that are trying to fucking fool you. And so sometimes, when somebody's really not that smart, they kind of get trapped into that sort of, like, system of thinking, and it just makes them look even dumber. It's sad.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts, man. But yeah, it's just again, why? Like, well, I mean, the Roman one, at least, like the theory behind why it might be made up is it kind of makes sense. So like, well, no, it was to hype up the Christian fucking empire or whatever, dude. Like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. The flat Earth one, I've never heard anything else, but it can't be like globe manufacturers.
Yeah.
They're responsible for the worldwide theory that the world is round.
Like, so it's not even that much money. Like, how would they have enough money to to get everybody on board? Like, globe sales are probably great. Like, they probably make a good amount of money in a company that manufactures globes. But I can't imagine that it's enough to the millions of dollars in bribery you'd have, like, every fucking airline pilot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, there's no way the global lobby manufacturing industry has got enough money to fucking pay off all these fucking, not even just fucking politicians, scientists, fucking whoever, to sell people on the fact that it's round when it's not, that the Earth is round when it's not.
Well, and what would they get out of it? Like, how are they gonna, like, because all their money would be in paying bribes, like, so it's not like they'd even get anything in that respect. Like how would they? I just the benefit is because what do they get out of making that? Like other than money from that? Like the other one that gets me is the moon landing is fake people. It's like, all right, cool. The moon landing is fake, but why would somebody say that? What would be the benefit for them saying that? Like what money or what do they get that makes it worth that?
Yeah. I mean, again, that more than the globe flat Earth thing kind of makes sense. It's like, all right, I could see him potentially doing something like that as a propaganda thing. You're involved in the Cold War with the Russians and all that. But yeah, for it to still be, I feel like we would have, if that is what happened. And again, I absolutely believe we went to the fucking moon multiple times.
Oh yeah.
People do seem to forget that it wasn't just Aldrin and fucking Neil Armstrong. Like there were multiple missions that people walked on the fucking moon. But yeah, I mean, I could kind of see why that might be a possibility, but there's no fucking way that myth permeates for that long, dude. Not permeates, but fucking. God damn, I'm having a tough time with words today. But maintains itself for this many fucking years.
Yeah, there's no benefit. Like there's the thing that gets me is there's no like there's nothing that people get money wise out of that. Like point. There's no there's nothing. So there's no benefit to keeping it a secret. And I can imagine if you knew it was a real thing that had been faked, the amount of benefit you could get from fucking letting everybody know that it was, like real, or like
I was gonna say
would probably be pretty decent,
at this point, at this point, it would benefit them to come out and admit they faked it, right? Like it would make you look pretty fucking good. Now you're like, yeah, look what we did, look what we fucking faked,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we managed to pull that off. Yeah, it would actually be a benefit for them to come out and admit it at this point, I would think. And they are not doing that.
Yeah, so
it turns out Stanley Kubrick did not shoot it. Yeah. Now I would believe that some of the shots were fake. You know what I mean? Like they may have recreated some shots. Like, no, that didn't really look good on camera because you were on the moon and filming with the one camera we sent you with. Let's shoot some of these on a soundstage and make it look a little better. I could buy that. That wouldn't be that surprising.
That would be a lot less of a stretch. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but I definitely believe they went to the fucking moon. You know what I mean? And again, shot some fake stock footage that looked better than what they actually shot. Because none of them are, I would assume, that neither Neil Armstrong, Aldrin, or Michael Collins were professional photographers.
Yeah. They probably know how to handle a camera rudimentarily, but that's about it, I would imagine.
Yeah, they might want to clean that up and be like, hey, Kubrick, we know what it actually looks like. Here's some footage. Do you think you can recreate it to make it look like
that? But like it's supposed to look instead of this horrible fucking his thumb's over the fucking lens. So Kubrick, come on, you gotta help us out
here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean these guys are great as far as being astronauts. They can do some unbelievable shit physically, but they fucking don't. They don't, do any of that. So can you clean this up? In fact, it would not be surprising at all if that's true. Now that I think about it, I don't know why this thought never occurred to me before. I'm sure I'm not the first one to think of it.
Ooh, you just fucking, your sound quality tanked and started roboting real bad there.
Hold on. My Wi-Fi is bouncing on me, dude.
Fair enough.
I don't know if I'm coming through at all. Okay, there we go. It's back on now.
Yep.
Is it working again?
Yep, you're fine. So maybe your Wi-Fi is just a little dodgy today. That's what's going on, because you keep kind of going in and out sometimes.
Alright. Yeah, no, for some reason it's bouncing between the Wi-Fi and the mobile data.
Huh, strange.
Alright, I think I'm okay now.
Who knows?
But anyways, yeah, I don't know why that never occurred to me. Like I said, I'm sure it's not an original thought that they might have, again, reshot some
like
shit.
Reshoots, kind of, yeah.
To be more presentable.
Yeah, it's how, one of those things, like, you could be, you never know.
Yeah. What else is happening?
Like in the world at large? Let's see. There was
why not?
Some more stuff
whatever.
in the Discord.
Oh, and I don't care, whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna make some arancini.
Yeah, you posted a lot that I didn't get to.
I get to finally make my arancini.
TikTok psychic.
Oh yeah, that shit's funny.
Yeah.
You know that there was
nice.
like some sort of murder that happened at some sort of school. Not some sort of school, like Ohio State University.
Okay.
I don't know.
And the psychic claimed to have.
So the psychic just started blaming some random fucking teacher lady there and said that she had had some sort of sexual connection to the murders. Like she had been sleeping with one of the students or something. But like, all her evidence was like, spirit traveled to the school to investigate, and like, it was she learned it in her spirit travels or something. Like it was total bullshit. Like she didn't have any evidence to back it up. Well, as it turns out, you can't just fucking say things like that about somebody publicly, constantly, and like cost them like jobs and make them look bad. Without them suing.
Wow, did she like get fired or something?
She got. I think she's actually had like issues with fucking. What do you call it? Like getting advancements and stuff being withheld.
Wow.
Which is dumb enough, right?
Fucked up.
But like it's one of those things where they're like, we don't think we know you didn't do it, and it's just dumb. But this public fucking thing is not. We don't want to have our teachers being like talked about in public like this all the time.
Yeah.
Kind of nonsense.
So through no fault of her own.
Yeah. So she didn't do anything wrong, but she has to fucking pay the penalty because this stupid cunt wanted to get famous on TikTok. Is essentially what's going on.
Oh, okay. So she got sued?
So she sued the lady
psychic
on TikTok.
got sued, or what happened?
Oh, yeah, she's suing the hell out of her. And the TikTok lady is, she is defending herself in court. So that's going about as well as you might imagine.
Always
all of her defense essentially boils down to, I said it, so it's right. You can't argue with that. Which, that's not how the law works.
Does that fall under free speech? I don't... Yeah.
Nah, it does not
fall
under
free speech. Stops at, like, libel and slander and defamation.
Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. It's... I feel so bad for this doctor lady,
those things,
who has to fucking suffer through all this constant harassment from this lady on TikTok. Because she didn't do anything. This whacked out fucking bitch just, got all fucking crazy about her, like essentially like.
Was the teacher a white chick?
Yeah, I think so actually. Yeah, you're right. She's a white lady.
Okay. So I'm guessing, especially with the way things work in current day, she looked through like a fucking directory of the teachers, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I don't like the way this white bitch looks."
Oh,
and I'm black,
that would not be surprising.
I can do this, and we don't get charged with crimes, or we don't suffer any consequences.
Yep, would not surprise me if that was the case.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's also that the dehumanizing aspect of online shit. Like, that person isn't a real person. You know what I mean? That's just some picture of some AI generated. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the mindset of people when they're. It's very odd. They don't seem to recognize. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like, "Well, they didn't seem like a real person. It's just a picture online."
Well, it's
Nothing
like
mine is real. Nothing mine has any attachment to reality.
What is it? Do you ever listen to? I don't know if ever I posted this or not, but there was a guy that managed to actually get a interview with a hacker, and it was interesting the way that the hacker looked at it. And essentially, like, you know, the guy that, like, you know, the guys that use like aimbots and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
And he was like, "So what's the deal?" And he was very matter of fact about it. He's just like, "Well, I mean, like, why should I? You know, when I finally, you know, I work hard all week. Why should I have to lose? You know, I work hard all week. It's my time to unwind and enjoy myself playing a game, and I don't like losing, so why should I have
to?" All right. So what? Yeah. Did he at least say something like, "Okay, but you know, people that the other characters that you're beating are real people playing those characters."
Yeah, and he's just like, "That's not my problem. That's their problem. They know how to do it if they want."
Because you're cheating.
He's like, he's very much just like, you know, they know how it works. Psychopath. Like, why is it my problem? So I think that sort of personality is like,
yeah, I feel like it's the same thing.
Where it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. Like, why should I care that, you know, I'm ruining this lady's life?
Yeah,
and screwing her up and just costing her money and making her look bad. You know, as long as I'm getting famous on TikTok,
her existence isn't real to me.
It shouldn't matter to me. Like, her, she can say whatever she wants on TikTok, so it doesn't matter. You know, it's like, oh, you're fucking crazy. So yeah, it's silly. Yeah, that's just unfortunately how people think, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a mixture of a personality disorder and for them to do it online.
Sorry, you kind of roboted out there.
What the fuck is going on? Okay, it's back now. Is it working now? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, it still keeps bouncing on me, man. Yeah, no, it's back to the fucking Wi-Fi connection. For some reason. Hold on, you know what? I'm turning off the mobile data. I don't know. Think of this already.
Maybe then it has to
Give me a second for my dumb ass. Alright. Yeah. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Is it mobile networks? I can never find it, dude. There it is. Hey, mobile data off. Maybe that'll help. I probably should have thought of that an hour and a half ago, or whenever it fucking started happening. Alright, we'll see if I just completely cut out now. Hopefully it'll just stay on the goddamn Wi-Fi.
We'll see.
We'll
see how it goes.
Indeed. I'm not trying to steal it, rat. I'm just petting you. Yeah, now any movement I make, I'm just going down to pet him. And my dog is like, no, this is my phone, goddamn you.
Hey, you know what? balls are important.
Yeah, no, the bone.
Oh, the bone. Okay, I thought you were trying to take his ball or something.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. I mean, he wouldn't. I do that all the time. Fucking throw it and he catch. You know, the fetch. He's a retriever after all. They like to retrieve. They're weird like that.
Well, anyway, it's what was it? I was. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to say something earlier.
And he like flinches.
Oh, go ahead. He flinches.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say. I just reached down to like pet him, and he like tenses up like I'm going to try to take the bone back. It's pretty funny.
Ooh. Why don't you take the bone back?
Yeah, no, he definitely does not want me to. He is very, very insistent that I not do that. So, he probably will not realize that until the bone is completely gone. Then he'll be like, "Oh, he never tried to take it. I should probably have just relaxed and enjoyed the bone."
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we don't talk about the pupper.
We don't talk about the bone.
All right.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We'll leave the puppy alone. Yeah, my son's not coming to pick him up, so he's here for the duration.
No, what are you gonna do?
I was thinking Caleb would come pick him up. Yeah, which is not surprising because now, like,
he's probably out banging some chick or something.
The store is literally like 5 minutes from my house, and essentially halfway between his house and my house. So yeah, him picking him up would not have been an hour of town to the north, and he works now at a place that's essentially on the south end of town, like in town, but on the southern edge. So
it would have been very inconvenient.
Yeah, it's much further. Yeah. And since I make him give me gas money and such to, pay for me to go get the puppy and bring him home, if I was him, especially at that age, I'd be like, you do it. I gotta get pussy and I gotta work out.
Preferably both at the same time.
Understandable. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm hoping he's not hooking up with anyone with. I hope that lesson is still learned from that fucking cunt that accused him of fucking raping her.
Oh yeah, that shit is fucked up.
After she saw hickeys on his neck from not her. Yeah, and again, I'm sure no negative consequences for her.
Yeah. Oh, well, like, what was it? The girl that accused me at work, I was supposed to just go back to working there, like, with her, no problem. She didn't have to get moved out or anything. After accusing me of rape and, like, lying about it.
Yeah.
And this was, like, a mentally retarded lady, but it's like, they didn't even move her to a different program. Like, I still had to go back and work with her.
You still had to work with her. Jesus, dude.
Is that not? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
so what? She can just fucking accuse me again? I mean, like, what is it? This is fucking ridiculous. Like, I was infuriated, but it's like, nope, I'm just a guy, so it doesn't matter how I feel about anything, or how much risk this puts me in.
But,
I was lucky, frankly, that the company I work for was like, no, this is not something that happened in our place. Like, we need to investigate more. And didn't just be like, well, she said it, so it must have happened. And then fired me, like, immediately or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, listen and believe.
I mean, the woman smelled like piss all the time. Like, there's no fucking way. I couldn't have... Even if I wanted to, I couldn't have physically gotten it to fucking be hard enough to do that. Like,
They could have been,
I'm gonna go out and say I think we all know what mentally retarded people have physical features that I don't think I could get it up, even if it was a clean one. I'm sorry.
We'll leave that alone. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I know. I know. Although I'm sure there are people out there that have a fetish for that kind of bullshit.
Yep. Oh, I'm sure somebody out there does. This is definitely not me. Like.
Right. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. How long had you worked there when that happened?
Oh, how long did I work there? I'd been there for probably, that was the third year I worked there. Yeah, about 3 years I'd worked there at that point. So genuinely, though, like it wasn't that far. We weren't into like the Me Too movement and stuff yet. Like now, I don't know that would be how that all played out. I might be in prison right now if it was like during the modern time right now, the way it works. Because the way it works now is it's like we'll just put the guy in prison, and then if he can prove it sometime down the road, we'll apologize
what I was thinking
and move on. You know, like there's just no fucking concern for men's rights at all.
Yeah, and
were you kind of cut out for me there?
Because again, it might have. Could have been different. Bullshit. Cut and dried if you just started. Oh shit! Am I still not coming through?
You're kind of like. Oh, it's hard to describe. I don't know. It's. I'm getting some of what you're saying, and some of it I'm not, because it's just like a bad connection.
All right. Okay. Well, I was saying, like, if you had just started, that, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, and they didn't know me at all. They might have just assumed, yeah.
Nothing like that situation. Yeah. 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 When I worked at, it wasn't that I had signed up for a policy. Apparently changed his mind for whatever. And then basically, I don't know if he changed his mind or what the fuck happened, but basically he accused me of taking a payment for the policy without his permission.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I was
like he had agreed that you could charge him, and you charged him anyway. Yeah. And so basically, I'm like, dude, what the hell, dude? And I went to my whoever my direct supervisor, but the senior rep or whatever you want to call him. Can you go out of Amar? And luckily that one was. And I'm like, can you go back and listen to it and see, like, if I was unclear about any of it? The fact that I was processing the payment, like, I don't mislead anybody, but maybe I'm wording it badly or something. And he went back and listened to it, and he was like, no, it's very clear that you were taking the payment. Like, I don't know what this guy's problem is. But again, this is another one. What if that call wasn't recorded? They're going to pull one over.
And what if I hadn't been there a few years?
He's probably thinking, you know what? I'm going to tell him I didn't give him permission, and out of fear of consequence, he's going to give me free stuff. I'm not going to have to pay for any of it anymore. I guarantee you that's what that guy was thinking.
Yeah, I don't think... No, well... Yeah, insurance doesn't work like that, but yeah, it's fucking. I think he just
it doesn't work like that. I'm just saying he was thinking that. He's smart. Yeah, I don't think he's a smart guy.
I think he changed his mind. I think he got on with. He thinks the guy that sold him his current insurance policy like is his buddy. You know, happens a lot with like actual local agents. Because I worked in a call center, so I mean, I never met these people. But yeah, I'm assuming that's most likely is the other fucking dude talked him into it somehow, not doing it. And instead of just calling and canceling the policy and getting his money back, he decided to accuse me of fucking.
Yeah. Oh, because then it's not his fault that he's canceling.
Somehow getting his
fault because you ripped him off for some silly shit.
Yeah, I ripped him off. Yeah. And it was really fucked up. I'm like, dude, what? Like, because we had fucking agreements with credit unions, and it was through a credit union. So I'm like, if this guy's telling this credit union, like, that could really fuck up the whole, you know, that whole relationship. Something like that could really fuck up that whole relationship, which is pretty fucking huge.
Oh yeah.
So like now they do a bunch of commercials and shit. Liberty Mutual does a bunch of commercials, but back then they didn't. Like for the longest time, we didn't do any kind of advertising. Everything was from mailers and relationships with credit unions, college alumni associations, you know, that kind of shit.
Oh, shit, yeah. I see what you're saying. Again, that's the kind of thing that can really fuck up a lot of fucking... Yeah.
Yeah, the... Yeah, so I'm like, dude, like, I don't know how to do it. Shouldn't, but somebody should let that credit union know this guy's full of shit. Because again, you don't want that fucking, you know, going forward, them thinking that Liberty Mutual is fucking people over like that. You know, instead of this guy being a fucking asshole and full of shit.
Yeah, that's a good point. That would be a very.
But again, let's say I'm 2 weeks into the fucking job, and they didn't. Again. Yeah, so I don't know if they ever actually did anything, but I fucking suggested it to them. I'm like, you know what, somebody should probably contact that credit union and let them know that's bullshit, and that we have the call recorded. But again, if I had just started working there, and that call wasn't recorded, that could have been a completely fucking different situation. Dude could have gotten me fired, or, you know what I mean? And fucking things.
Oh, yeah.
But again, I'd been there a few years, and again, never had anything like that fucking, you know, accused of anything like that. And the call was recorded, obviously, is really the main part.
Well, that was like when I called AT&T, or not AT&T, I called Pacific Bell or whatever, the company I had my regular phone service through when I was, this is like 1998. 98, 99, somewhere in that range. And they had charged me like $60 for pager service. And I'm sitting there going like, I don't have a pager. Yeah, I'm not going to be paying that $60. I don't got a pager. Ain't no fucking way. And the guy's like, oh yeah? We have a recording of you agreeing to pay for it. I'm like, that's lovely. Why don't you play that for me? And he's like, well, I will right now. And he played it, and he's like, oh, well, that's obviously not you. We'll take that off of your bill, and we'll make sure you don't get charged for that again. Have a lovely day, sir. Because you knew he'd been so used to people calling in and lying.
Wow, the guy did
that, you know.
What the fuck, dude?
It was pretty fucking funny. I didn't blame him, because you know there's people that pull that shit. Get their month of pager service, call up, oh, I don't have a pager, I'm not paying you. And then not getting, then try to get one over on him. Yeah. So I didn't blame him, but I thought it was just, I had a little giggle over how he knew I was lying to him, and then he was wrong. It was just like, oh, well, shit. So it was fairly entertaining to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, you don't fucking go. Yeah, no matter how many times in a row. Yeah, no matter how many times in a row people are bullshitting. Like if you have before you start running your mouth as a fucking employee, you know what I mean? Okay, well, I got to record it. I'm gonna listen to it, and then come back and just be like, okay, apologies, or our apologies.
Yeah.
In that case, it wouldn't be his fault for talking shit. Yeah,
exactly.
It's yeah.
He could have saved himself a lot of apologizing by just saying, "Well, we have a recording right here. Why don't we listen to that and see what that has? If you recognize your voice on that, and then we'll go from there." But again, I don't blame him. I know there's a lot of people that pull that shit. I've worked in customer service. I've had a lot of people come up and tell some outrageous fucking nonsense. So that's just how it is.
Yeah, it would. When I worked for Verizon here in the town I live in, it's a shitty little town, dude. A lot of shitty people. They're,
Yeah.
I guess I would say, not the most honest. And then like come into the store saying like, "No, and you told me," and I'm like, "What?" Like, all right, well maybe not you, and I'm like, "I know what you're doing, dude. You're expecting this to be all of us here to be as full of shit as all the other fucking assholes in this town, and nobody here told you that."
Yeah, exactly. It's like we all know that nobody fucking said that.
But yeah,
we're not gonna fall for it, but I appreciate you're trying to run game.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and especially me. I'm like, dude, I know fucking thoroughly I explain shit. Just so I know for a fact that what you're saying is bullshit. I make sure everyone understands how long the contract is, what the termination fee is per line, and everyone's going to be coming up just not causing a problem.
Oh, you're breaking up for me again?
Like I offer insurance. I fucking I always offer people the insurance. I can always tell people elaborating on the point, so it was nothing.
Nothing new.
Nothing mandatory. Oh fuck! God damn it! The signal's actually bouncing on me now too. Jesus. All right, I don't know what's going on with this fucking thing. It looks like it's working now. It says it's working now. Oh, it doesn't say connected with no internet. All right, am I still on? I'm gonna need you to. I'm gonna constantly need reinsurance today. That's not clear yet.
You're back. You're back.
Yeah, just an occasional. Yeah, just something like that. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
You're back from outer space.
Because this is fucking horrible.
Just walked in to see you there with that sad look upon your face.
Yeah. Yeah, it literally cut out for like, you finish it? God damn, he's almost worked his way through that whole thing. Good job, Poppers. Alright. Alright. So yeah, whatever I was saying, it wasn't, I wasn't adding any new information anyway, so.
Fair enough.
Oh, I didn't see the missing jet thing. I never got any. Apparently, it's been found, right? The missing jet.
I was unaware there was a jet missing.
Oh, so somebody hacked your account and then posted the Marine Corps F-35 fighter
the missing
jet.
Fighter jet. Sorry, I think of when you say jet, I think like 747. The fighter plane. I think of it as a fighter plane.
Okay.
Sorry, that was just like I don't use that word to describe that thing, even if that's the correct fucking word.
Yeah, it's in the title.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Fighter jet. It says it right here. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So yeah, I didn't get any. I think, right? It turned up somewhere?
I don't know if it's turned up or not. I haven't heard anything.
Okay. Okay, never mind then.
I thought that was funny, though.
All right, both of us are in the
plane. I was like, motherfuckers lost a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, they only cost a few $100 million or whatever the fuck they cost per jet. No big deal.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Oh shit! Here we go. The guys that were involved in the Whitmer Michigan fucking governor bitch. That's the kidnapping thing.
They got
The
exonerated.
honeypot.
They got exonerated. That's right. I'd forgotten about that. That was really nice to hear.
So all those guys are found not guilty. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Considering it seems like the entire plot seems to have been hatched by the feds.
Yeah. When the plot
if I remember
was
that correctly,
made by the
like
FBI and the people who were being tried had nothing to do with the plot and weren't involved in any way. Like literally, the FBI did all the work.
Yeah. Other than. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking sad, and it's just so ridiculous.
And they're like, "Nope, you're part of the group, and you're
their lives
FBI,
are probably still pretty fucked." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, their reputations. Yeah, nobody remembers the exoneration part. That doesn't make front page news.
Exactly. Yeah. No one's gonna like, but also like, how much money did they spend defending all this stuff in court? So like they've been punished pretty harshly already, even though like it's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. It was obviously fucking. Fuck, what's the word when they do that? Not bait and switch. When the fucking. Jesus Christ, dude, I cannot think of fucking words today. What do they call it when the fucking police, like, essentially set it up? So it's illegal. There's a word for it.
Entrapment.
God damn it. Sting? No, not sting. That would be entrapment. Thank you. God damn it, dude. Dude, that's like the third time I could not think of the fucking word I want to do. Alright, dude, I'm losing my goddamn mind. Alright, so, well, that was a tenuous grasp anyway, I suppose.
I was waiting. I was like, well, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, I preempted you. And like, all right, if you're going to tee it up, I'm going to fucking knock it apart. But, no, you got it. God damn it.
Let's see. What else was in there?
Wow.
Yeah, the jet missing thing. They made that seem more ridiculous than it was. So here's the problem. It's a stealth jet. There was a malfunction, and the pilot had to eject and let the plane crash. Well, normally they would know exactly where everything is because they would, have radar of where it was the whole time. But
yeah, or some kind of transponder on the jet, I would imagine.
But since it's a stealth jet, there's no way to know exactly where it was. They have a general idea, so they got to look. And so they're making it sound like it's some horrible thing that, like, oh my God, how could they do that? Well, it's like, no, shit's gonna happen,
Yeah.
The thing above it with Ben Shapiro and drag. With the drag Shapiro. That one above it.
Oh my God.
They had this big fashion thing, and there were all these people that went there to like fucking make fun of it and stuff, and they only got some of them because the fashion was so ridiculous that like a lot of the people just got away with it because they just didn't realize. They were like, oh yeah,
dude, that's.
You sure that's not part of the show? Oh, I guess not. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, dude, fashion shows have always been pretentious fucking bullshit and nonsense, but nowadays, goddamn, I can just imagine what kind of shit would pass off as not being a prank, dude. There was probably shit in the show more ridiculous than what the prank people did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the problem.
Way shit's going nowadays.
Is the shit was just so ridiculous that like they couldn't, the security couldn't always tell if it was part of the show or not.
Man, it's fucking amazing, dude. It makes total sense. That is, again, I never thought of it before, but that is not surprising in the least. If you've watched any parts of any fucking fashion, a lot of it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. That whole thing is just like, I don't understand fashion at all. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, but like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's very odd because a lot of the shit that they do, if I understand it correctly, a lot of the shit that they show at these fashion shows never make it into production. Like, they're literally like, hey, look at this wacky shit I thought up and made one copy of and will never even intend to be mass produced.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess,
yeah.
Maybe it's like a prestige thing. You know, like if you win an award as an engineer or something.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like self-flagellation at its finest. Or jerking yourself off, really. That seems to be what fashion shows.
Yeah,
are all about.
Seems about right to me. But whatever, you know, like people want to fucking do it, their money.
But yeah, have some dudes that are obviously dudes walk up there with weird looking shit on, and they're gonna be like, what? They didn't look that much different than the other dudes that you had weird shit on that were fucking wearing women's weird women like clothing. It's really fucking funny, actually. That's great. Yeah, why can't instead of just harassing people in public, why can't these fucking prank assholes do shit like that? I mean, in this case,
that would be
people
funny,
that harass people. Watch that. Yeah, not that specifically, but
the oil people, the no more oil ever people, like that would be like how much oil was used in the process of making those. If you're gonna complain about something, complain about that. Like the random people just going to work, like that's fucking dumb.
Right. Yeah. Just any of the unrealistic fucking claims or things that people are trying to pretend to do. All wind power in 3 years. Let's do it. Oh, we can't. Oh, we really tried though. We really thought. $5 million for every black person in California. We really tried. We really thought that was possible.
Yeah, we were pretty sure we could do it, but you know. Those Republicans stopped us. I mean, yeah, we're the vast majority, so there's no way they could have actually stopped us. But you'll believe it anyway because you're dumb and you live in California.
Yeah. Yeah, again, it was never possible to begin with, and those fucking people that, again, proposed it absolutely knew that.
Oh yeah, there's no question.
But again, pretended to be all disappointed that it didn't go through.
Yeah, I don't understand like why people keep voting for these people, but you know, whatever, man. They just like fucking don't seem to want to accept that it's all lies.
Yeah, well, it does seem like a lot of the voters that the Democrats seem to feel entitled to the votes of are finally waking up and being like, no, fuck you. Yeah, you fucking say all this shit. You might even throw some free shit at people. But everything gets way, way worse the longer you fucking assholes stay in power.
I hope people are starting to pick up on that. I really do, but I don't know, you know.
Well, I mean, look at it. Chicago again. There were a lot of that were very fucking angry about how much fucking crime was going on, and you didn't see that. I mean, that's the first time I've seen it. It might have happened before on occasion, but I don't remember seeing it. If it did, so again, that kind of shit's encouraging. Hispanics certainly seem to be switching. There are a lot of fucking Hispanics that have no problem with Trump or fucking again Republican shit in general.
That's been the case for a while, though. I think. Like, it may have gotten even more so, but it has been fairly consistent, actually, for a lot of the time.
Well, Cubans, for sure. Cubans have always been very conservative.
But
out of Latinos, that group has always been...
Oh, you know what it is? It's got to be
they have a very recent memory. They have a very recent memories of living in a communist fucking hellhole.
It's got to be the schools.
If it's not them, it's their parents or their grandparents. Like somebody, again, a good decent chunk of their fucking family remembers what it's like to live in a communist hellhole.
It has to be the schools. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Right.
Because while they may not be, for the most part, conservative, but religiously they're very conservative, the Mexicans.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if they're coming over from Mexico. So, like, if your kid's going to school and being taught things that are against your religion, that's not going to be tolerated for very long. They're not going to enjoy that one for a while. They're going to be very upset very quickly.
Yeah, that's just true.
So that's my guess.
But yeah, they seem to be waking up. Yeah. Waking up to the bullshit of the Democrats are the only ones that care about it.
Yeah, I don't understand why people ever buy into that in the first place. It's such a weird thing. You know what I mean? Like, why would you think that just like one party is the only one that's ever going to care? Like, the other party doesn't like getting voted for? Like, I don't, like, don't you think? Do you think that both parties might want votes?
Yeah, it's the fact that one of them virtually at it and does nothing to help, and the other doesn't, I guess, and probably doesn't do a whole lot to help either. But yeah, neither of them are fucking helpful, probably over for the most part. But one of
I would definitely understand somebody who was like, I just don't trust any of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, that's the sanest fucking way to look at politicians nowadays. Certainly on the national level, probably mostly state level too. Like maybe on local, county, city, whatever, you can probably find some decent people. But even that's probably kind of unlikely, depending on the size of your city or town.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh man, so fucking loony. Just in general, politics in general is just so fucking crazy right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it needs some kind of massive overhaul, dude.
Well, I think the internet has...
Or maybe just...
Oh, go ahead.
That's not necessarily the system, although it has definitely been fucked with recently. It's more of everyone just being corrupt, whether it's again Democrat, Republican, or whatever.
Well, the system is hopelessly broken. Is the problem? Like as it stands now, the system just does not work.
Yeah, although I don't know that I think it's the people that are breaking it. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely obviously been some legislation introduced that's fucked it up worse. But I feel like the core of the system is fine. It's the people that are not fucking following the rules.
Well, that's the thing I think that the Republicans need to realize is that the Democrats aren't playing to win; they're playing to destroy the other team. And they don't care what the rules are.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the election fraud. There's zero concern for what the rules are.
Okay.
And I don't know that it's. I just don't know that there's a good answer for any of it. You know what I mean? Like I can't imagine.
The only thing I'm hoping for. The only thing what are you doing? Come here. No, come on. You gotta do pee-pee. the one thing I'm hoping for is all the people that it took to rig it last time. I can't imagine all of them seeing how fucked up everything is and are willing to do it again, even if they fucking despise Trump.
Well, what kills somebody who's willing to do that is somebody who's completely incapable of nuance or even real basic thought. You have to be so fucking corrupt at that point, like where it's either just I will do whatever it takes to make money. I don't care what the consequences are for anyone else. Or you have to genuinely be like a zealot, like a religious zealot, essentially. And so my
I'm hoping just enough of them.
They're just so fucking incapable.
Yeah, no, most of them, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're almost certainly. I'm just hoping there's a few of them that are capable of just refusing to do it again, or at least fucking call it out and point it out where it cannot be denied. I mean, it was pretty much that way anyway, but it still happened. So yeah, it's not much hope. Again, I'm not expecting that. That's not the most likely result. That in my mind either.
Yeah.
But it's the only hope I've got at this point. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's just not as many people are going to be willing to.
You would hope that sooner or later some of the people would be like, okay, I can't keep doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Huh. I saw this dude
not all that likely, but it's...
Sorry, I saw a base that's about ready to get demolished. No longer function. It's almost ready to decay. I always try to keep up with bases that are going to decay because you can get some free stuff from them. Like less time I have to spend chopping down trees.
Oh yeah, all the resources.
Yep, the less I gotta spend time chopping down trees and fucking harvesting bushes, the more I can just build shit and level up my thralls so that they can defend my stuff. Although now most of my bases I'm not even going to leave base guards because there's no point.
Yeah, if you only have one...
Exactly. Only one base is ever going to get attacked and it's the one I choose, so I'm sure as shit not going to stress over having base guards on every base. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, all the other ones.
Yep. But,
that is the beauty of the PvE in that situation.
Although, to be fair, I'm pretty, I'm stoked about that. I'm more stoked about making the arancini tonight. My fried rice balls. Stuffed with cheese and meat. It's just, I can't wait. I had to work for so long. I had to do like last night was my first night off since the Saturday before last. So I've worked 11 straight nights.
Oh, wow.
So I haven't been real interested in doing much of anything. Like last week, instead of cooking dinner, I was like, all right, you guys, we're going to do pizza one night, and I'll go buy Taco Bell the next night. Like, well, fucking, I'm not cooking shit. I'm just too tired.
Yeah, it's understandable. Fucking A, dude.
Well, the lady...
Yeah, no matter what your job is, dude.
Yeah.
Working that many days in a row is going to wear on you.
Well, I don't get as much sleep as I would normally get when I work. So I get like 6 hours of sleep instead of like 7 or 8. And it's doable.
Oh, gotcha.
And I've tried napping and it doesn't really work for me. I can't sleep during the middle of the day. Not sure why. I used to be able to do it when I worked like awake overnights, when I was awake all night, but that's because I was so exhausted when I got home that I could not sleep. Because, I've been awake, all night long, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's tougher if you're not. No. I'm pretty good at it.
I got
it is a useful skill.
I gotta figure it out because I think a nap would be nice.
Yeah, I just make sure that I can make my room really dark, nice and cold, and yeah, the deep breathing, meditation, relaxation, whatever you want to call it, helps me tremendously. I don't know if that'll work for you, but it works for me. Just focus on your breath. Start dragging it out longer and longer. Focus on nothing but your breath. You know, you can get to the point where you can stretch and inhale and exhale out for like fucking 30 seconds, dude. Just slower and slower, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You take in and inhaling and exhaling slower and slower. So you're taking the breath in slower, a little slower each breath, letting it out a little slower each time. And quieting the body will quiet the mind. For me anyway, again. Results may vary, but it might be something you want to give it a shot. Give it a try, see what happens. If you haven't already.
No, I haven't. I've tried just sleeping like normal sleep. I don't know. I've tried like a specific meditation for sleeping.
Yeah, because if you get the meditation right, you don't even necessarily have to sleep, and it still actually helps to kind of recharge you. Like I used to be able to do. I haven't had any need because I don't work. I used to be able to get it down like maybe 15, 20 minutes in the morning, maybe 20 to 30 minutes at night. And that short period of time would fucking actually like energize me, even though I didn't ever actually get to sleep.
Yeah, sometimes if you can pull off a nap, because on the occasion, I mean, it's not like every single time I try to take a nap I can't. Sometimes the times you can take a nap, it really does make you feel a lot better. Oh, that's right, I'm wearing the fucking Champions boots.
Yeah. Well, that's what they call like a power nap, like an hour. Huge.
There we go.
Yeah, it can make a huge difference.
Yeah. Make a massive difference.
I gotta film my dog. Dude, my dog is like obsessed with the... my dog is like obsessed with the neighbor. Kind of diagonal. There's like a road that ends right at our street. Like, if the road continued, it would go right through our yard, but it just ends right there. Anyways, the one that's kind of to the right, a lot of times he'll just stare over there, dude. There's nothing happening. There's not even any people out there. But he'll just stare at it, dude, for like fucking 5 minutes straight. Like, intensely, dude. Like, just... I don't know. It's pretty fucking funny.
He's looking at the
I got some weird obsession with them.
Who have gone before.
Although, I don't know why I'm just thinking this now, but that is also the yard that, I don't know if you remember when we used to do the shows like Sunday nights, when you'd hear like donkeys and fucking peacocks and shit. It's that neighbor, so there's a lot of weird shit over there. We've got some unique pets and such over there. And I'm sure he smells, there's nowhere else he's smelling a peacock or a fucking key or
it's
even
an
a rooster, probably, really.
Your dog has found an elf.
Yeah. But yeah, you remember the rooster that would crow at like fucking 1, 2 in the morning? I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, yeah. Every once in a while there'd be like a rooster going.
Yeah, or a donkey, like a braying. Or the weird... I assume you know what peacocks, the weird noise they make. It almost sounds like a cat.
I had a buddy that lived like down the street from a peacock farm. So like, literally, you go to his house and it's just all fucking day, all fucking night. There'd be fucking peacocks just going. And it was just maddening. I don't understand. Like, I never really was like, man, how do you fucking deal with this every day? And I guess you just get used to it, but it was literally all day long. All to the fucking distance. That weird sort of...
Yeah, I wonder if you can... Yeah, because that's a different one. Like, I've had plenty of instances of, like, you know, crickets chirping like crazy, but not actually hearing it, like, consciously until somebody said something about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you just get so used to
it. Like, the cricket's making a shitload of noise. Yeah, and that's kind of a lower thing, you know what I mean? Not a loud sound like a fucking peacock, but yeah, I remember, like, you know, my brother does fucking crickets. Then I'll be like, oh, fuck. I didn't even fucking notice them.
And then you're like, you asshole, I didn't notice them. Why did you fucking ruin it for me? But crickets are kind of like a low hum in the background. But yeah, I've always kind of enjoyed the sound of crickets.
Yeah. Peacock, that's a tougher one, dude. That would seem like it'd be a much more difficult...
It's at random intervals. It's not like it's a regular... Like, the crickets, it's like... It's just a steady, like, low sound that's always there. Right?
Yeah,
so it's fairly easy to tune it out. With the peacocks, it's shrill and it's occasional.
Yeah, it's infrequent, so it's fucking... Yeah. I assume eventually anybody would not hear it, or not really, but goddamn, that seems like it would take a lot longer than it does with crickets. God damn. I can take it. Oh, dude. No, fuck. I just realized I'm now recording the way I talk to the dog. Probably not a good thing. Yeah, I've done it plenty. Never mind. And I've got plenty of videos on my channel.
It's too late to stop now because your ass been baby talking to that dog all day.
A little too late to go back on it now.
Yeah, it's way too late.
Well, not even all day. There's videos that I've uploaded to the channel, dude. Plenty of it on my
Plenty of it. Yeah, it's too late now. Too late to back out now.
Oh shit, is somebody watching beside me? Yeah, as soon as I said it, I'm like, alright, no. Yeah, I think he's learned, like, if I catch him trying to fucking jump and lick my face, I'll stop him.
Oh, yeah?
But if he sneaks up on me, I'll let him do it for, you know, at least a short period of time. And I think he understands that, because he does it stealthily and quickly now. He'll just fucking run up and bam, start licking my face. So I think he understands the game I've established. He's a pretty smart little fucker.
Right, and what does it mean he's saying in dog language?
Seems like if I just walk up casually and he knows what I'm, stops me. But
oh, I hate that.
If I sneak up on him, do a little sneak attack.
Oh, so there's the weirdest thing in this game, right? There's sorcery. You can use magic spells and stuff because it's like Conan the Barbarian world. And one of the problems with sorcery is that you can't fucking use it if you're over encumbered. But one of the spells harvests everything around you in one big mass cull. So what's the fucking point of having a spell that immediately over encumbers you that you can only cast one time? If it's supposed to shorten your collecting supplies time. But instead you just end up like running back and forth all the time. It's like, nah. I keep forgetting how irritating that shit is.
Kind of not worth the effort.
It's not that bad. It's a little fucking obnoxious. But it could be worse. Could be worse. What else am I carrying that's so heavy? I gotta go drop shit off. I ran out of building supplies finally, so I actually have to, like...
Yeah.
I have to actually, like, put, you know, build up supplies again to build. But on the upside...
Oh, the Cats pitch meeting. Do you watch any of the pitch meetings? I can't remember.
I like that guy's chat. I've seen some of his stuff. I've seen a bunch of it. I don't know if I watched that particular one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't know the I knew the cats looked creepy. I remember that. That's the only thing I really knew about it. But okay, it's not much. Like the plot, I never knew what the plot was. It's pretty like fucking ridiculous and nuts.
What is the plot of Cats? I don't think I've ever like noticed or even had anything to do with it. Like I never really thought of it. Because like you said, the cats look like, creepy. I don't want to watch
it. It's basically like, I don't know, there's some cat contest that they're supposed to be in on, and like there's this one cat that has magic and wishes all the other cats basically, or
well, that's a weird one.
Spot. So he's like, "Oh, you win," thing, and then he's like, "Oh, but there's another cat, and he's got magic too." And he's like, "Wait, why is there a second cat with magic?" He's like, "Well, because."
Fucking reasons, motherfucker. And if you ask any more questions, you might not wake up tomorrow morning. You know?
I wrote that into the story.
Oh, that's essentially the best they could come up with. I put it into the story.
So basically, he's like, well, because the story needed it. Yeah. Well, that's a big part of his.
Yeah, well, he calls out a lot of really accurate points when he's
it's just different setups,
making fun
basically.
of those movies where it's like,
yeah, exactly.
Why did we
that's
do
what
that?
I'm saying.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's no real reason for it, but we're gonna do it anyway.
No, he does do that one a lot. He's like, yeah, like, why did that happen? I don't. Fair enough. They just fucking go on.
Not really.
Or the ones are the best.
Sure
one of the ones I really like is where he's like, the guy, the producer guy will like point out whatever plot hole, and it'll just be like, "Hey, shut up, anyways." So then.
So anyway, when you're not paying attention, because we don't want you to be paying attention to noticing these things. I wonder if
yeah, I don't know. It's the same, but again, obviously.
Oh, you kind of broke up on me there. You're still not there if you're talking.
Yeah.
Not back yet.
No, that's what fucking.
Man, your connection is not happy today. no, we lost him altogether. Alright, have you returned? I see green, but I hear no words.
Hello?
Okay, there you go. Finally got a word out of you now.
Jesus. Alright. Okay, yeah.
Oh, now it's just
getting to the point where it was literally like connected with it. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to turn the fucking mobile data back on.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it already not working again?
No. It just started to glitch for like a half a second where it like it went out and back in real quick. That's why I'm like, now it's just fucking with you because like you finally got it working again, and then this motherfucker's just gonna play games with you.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I was just pointing out that like his main joke that he tries to work into every single one is the where the guy's like, "Wow, it's going to be tough for them to get out of that mess," and he's like, "No, actually, it's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience."
Oh yeah, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
The way anybody.
That is. He says that so well.
He's like, "Oh really? Oh yeah, because now they're able to do this now."
Yeah, he says that so well. It's just something about the way he puts it that it just really works.
Because he does the revisited ones, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, he literally everyone because he's like, oh man, I got through the whole video and I realized I hadn't said it, so I had to go add one in.
I gotta take a break.
Kind of like adds additional, which I hadn't seen, like the cats one. Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
I'll turn the light off. There you go. Better.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Nope, I lost it. Had a thought there for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta fucking take a break from that game for a while.
Are you hearing me or no?
No, the last one you roboted out.
Hello? Are you there?
You roboted a bit there. But it's intermittent, so like you're roboting occasionally, and then like you're talking normally. It's hard to pick one out.
I'm gonna start on the frame from the Beastie Boys Intergalactic. Every time it switches.
Intergalactic, planetary. Oh no.
Yeah, it's like it's the robot voice. Intergalactic, planetary.
Yes.
Here, I'll post it.
I welcome our new AI robot overlords. I like that everybody talks about how like robots are going to kill us all, like the AI is going to take over and murder us. But like, it would be so much easier for the AI to just slowly sterilize us. You know what I mean? Like, they don't even have to kill us. Just slowly keep us from breeding as much. Make less and less of us over time.
Yeah.
And as long as it's gradual, people will probably not notice for a while.
Maybe that's where... Well, that's Bill Gates' gain, and he's pretty robotic, so it kind of checks.
Yeah, checks out.
The people gone, a bunch of elites, and just enough people to service their needs, and everyone else can die.
Oh yeah, but you got to have the slave group.
Oh shit! Did I cut out again or? Yeah, no.
I thought I added to that conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I waited a second before I said it, but
want the elites, and you want just enough people out.
Yeah. So I wonder if they have like a criteria to help them like limit.
Everyone died.
Well, the thing is, they like nice things, right? So, like the elites like the luxury, the best of the best kind of thing. Here's the problem with that thinking, just from a a realism perspective. If they really think that they're going to somehow work with just the elites and a few people to serve them, the problem with that is you're not going to get the best of the best stuff. You're going to get the bare minimum essentials to live.
High quality?
Yeah, because you can't do that with smart people, and smart people are what you need to make those luxury items.
Right? Yeah, the people that are making high quality. Yeah. Plus, again, anybody that's at that high end of anything, it's probably going to qualify as elite anyway.
Yeah, and you really can't keep the people that are making like the really good quality stuff as slaves like they want, because they're the ones that would be like smart enough to figure out how to like fucking take over for themselves. Like the guy that makes like the best watches.
Yeah, again, if they're not in that group already.
Yeah, the guy who makes
the
best Rolex watches is not a dummy.
Be considered.
He's a smart motherfucker.
And already.
Yeah, he'll probably figure out how to poison your fucking cereal in the morning if you thought you were going to keep him as a slave or a servant or whatever they call it. I mean, it equates to the same fucking thing. And a lot of those people would be like,
well,
if there's only 50 of us, why are 49 of us doing everything so that this one guy has a swimming pool and is eating steak every night? Like, why would the 49 people keep serving that guy even if they were really dumb, So they'd have to have some sort of plan, not just to lower the population, but they'd have to have some other method of control, like really like hardcore control. Because if you're an elite and there's thousands upon thousands to defer all that loss from,
a sweet spot there. You want to subservient.
Yeah. Well, and if
you want them dumb enough to be subservient, but not smart, smart, not too smart.
There'd have to be some other method of control, like you control whether or not they can breed, or something along those lines, like something that really they really can't kill you and then just get rid of you. Because why should this small group of people prop you up in ridiculous luxury when they could just make their own lives better? Why would they bother doing any of that for you as an elite?
Yeah, you'd have to have some kind of implant.
So there's some way of controlling, because I don't know about you, but if I'm growing potatoes, I'm not giving the best potatoes that I grow to some random stranger for nothing. Just because he claims he owns the land I'm growing it on, like, oh, he owns all the land. Well, whatever. Then it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care. At a certain point, I'm just not going to have any respect for that. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
It's like, they're going to be like, your house is so large, that all the people working for you can come.
Yeah.
At that point, but I mean, again, a lot more essential people than Bill Gates would like to believe it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, fun. Oh, you know what? I'm glad Ray William Johnson is back online. The quality of YouTube has definitely been raised by Ray William Johnson doing his thing.
Did he just stop? Or did he
Oh, you're completely roboted out now. I'm not getting anything.
Yep. Mobile data.
We only have like 20 minutes left. Should we just call it at this point? Because of the connection issues?
Right.
Because I'm like, you've completely roboted out for the last minute or so. Like,
yeah, it's continually fucking. Yeah, it looks like it's back on now. But yeah, it's pointless doing that.
Because it's only for 20 more minutes, and your connection might be better next week.
Yeah.
So. Tell everybody goodbye.
Yeah, yeah.